You got an interesting teaching and talk today. I'm going to try to keep my excitement as low as possible, so I don't shout too much and go too crazy. But I'm excited you're here, and I hope you like what you see today. So this channel is going to be the most neutral yet radical channel probably that you've ever watched, and it's going to be very fulfilling. You'll learn something always with every video. But some of the questions that I ask myself, like even today, like why isn't that a typical person or a simple person would not believe in the Bible? And there's like three questions that I came up with that I told myself that if the scriptures can speak about it, then I'm ought to believe it. You know what I mean? And the first question I had, and I asked myself, I was like, do you naturally, and I have my notes here, obviously, do you naturally are born to respect your parents, right? I know there's a lot of people that have like great relationships and friendships and interactions with their parents. But if you were to be born, then on the other spectrum, there are people who don't know their biological parents, and they have no clue that they exist, or they do have a clue, but they just don't have no friendship, no interactions with them. And the dynamics between those two lives, right? What helped you? What brought you to understand that you needed to honor and respect your mother and your father? Like, what brought you to it? Obviously, life has happened to you, right? Your mother nurtured you. You were in your mother's belly for 9 months, and then she nurtured you for 18 years. For some people, longer than that, 30 years. Hopefully, she didn't nurture you for 30 years, but you get the point. She fed you. Your father went, worked, got the money, brought it. Your mother cooked the food, fed you. She gave you breast milk when you were umpteen months old, a year old, 2 years old, whatever, right? And you've grown to respect them for their sacrifices, the things that they've done to help you become who you are today. And luckily, the Bible talks about this. It gives a pretty clear description on the dynamics between a child and their parents. And so if the Bible is willing to talk about it, then you ought to believe it. You should believe it. And then the Bible, you should believe the Bible, everything that it says. So these three are important things to majority of adults now. And I'm hoping that my audience is adults and not just anybody. But nonetheless, let's go look at some scripts, man. We got here. Let me see if I can open one here. We have, and I'm going to make this as compelling as possible, because I don't want these people to just think that this is just a talk. I mean, this is actually, I've sat and thought about this stuff. You understand? So it says here, Exodus 20:12, honor your father and your mother so that you may live long in the land the Lord your God is giving you. Right? That's obviously a commandment. Pretty clear, pretty basic, straightforward, right? It's giving you that. And then you can also run with Deuteronomy 5:16, right? These are just scriptures, right? Honor your father. It's pretty much reiterating the same thing, so that you may live long It may go well with you in the land. Oh, so if I do so, things will go well with me. Okay, I like that. And for those who only believe in the New Testament, we can go there too, right? First, let's start with Proverbs 3:1. Don't forget not my law in thy heart. Keep my commandments for the length of the days are long and peaceful. 6, 1 through 3. Right? Let's see what this one. Children, obey your parents, Lord, for this is right. Honor your father and mother, your father and your mother. With promise that will go well with you. Right? Reiterating kind of the same thing, right? Enjoy a long life on earth. So just telling you, hey, listen, do this thing. You see what I'm saying? It'll be well with you. It'll go well with you. You see what I'm saying? This one, probably my favorite here. We got Colossians 3:20. This is probably one of my favorite. So children, obey your parents in everything. In everything, not in some things. In everything. Because look, the Most High also he will reward you if things go good or bad, right? But he's letting you know, hey, listen, this pleases me. Just obey your parents in everything, man. Fathers, do not provoke your children lest they become discouraged, right? Also giving parents instruction as well. So obviously, the Most High he's embedded in how the dynamic goes both ways. He respects it, right? And to be even more granular, right? To just show you how serious the topic is, that he is willing to talk about it, right? That you've grown to respect your parents. Look how in depth he go here. And then he says here in Psalm 27:10, though my mother and my mother forsake me, the Most High will receive me. Right? That's crazy. So if there's a safety net, there's a safety net for you. Just in case things don't go well with you learning how to honor them and respect them, just in case things don't go well, don't worry. I'll take you in. That's crazy, right? So the Bible is giving here pretty clear instructions as to what's going on and how to take care of this specific subject. Literally giving you instruction, and then also if things don't go good and well, a safety net here. So well thought out. But a lot of people in this society, in this generation, disrespect their parents, right? And that's another video, another time. But that's just to let you know, when you go to court and you're wrong, even if you think that you're right and your friends are yelling, free so-and-so name, free Bob, my friend, free Bob, and he's innocent. If you did something wrong, you're wrong. And when you go to court, they will show you how many laws you've broken and as to why you need to go to jail. So there's multiple topics that the Bible talks about, the scriptures are talking about, but there's also a lot of obstacles as to why people don't want to go find these things out, right? But you need to want it. You need to want to know what, I wonder what the scriptures say about this topic. And then you go about finding. So that's one question. Another question I had, and these two questions go hand in hand. They go in the same scriptures, but they were topics. See, the parent topic is a topic that everybody can relate with, but that doesn't get too personal. These next two questions I ask myself, these are a little bit more personal for some people. For the majority of people, if you're an adult, these two questions as to why you ought to read the Bible and not read it, believe it 100% all the way in, right? These two questions should spark or give you a reason as to why you should not just only read it, but believe it wholeheartedly. So the question says, are you tired of working for somebody? And then, are you tired of working for somebody? Would you like to, do you now believe that you ought to work for yourself? Is that something you believe in? You have to have your own business. You don't want to work for it. I don't care if it's the government. your friend, your parents. No, you want to work for yourself. You want to make your own money. You want to be independent. You want to be an entrepreneur. That's just the best life possible, right? Um, and the scriptures do talk about it briefly, very briefly, but it does touch about it, and it's in a book called the Sirach, or better known as Ecclesiasticus. Yeah, Ecclesiasticus chapter 29. And it says, a wicked man transgressing the commandments of the Most High shall fall into suretyship, right? It's saying, if you're breaking the law, pretty much, you're like in the middle of a deal. You're in the middle of on the bad side of the middle of a deal, right? And it says here, and he that undertaketh or followeth other man's business for gain shall fall into suits. And this is talking about lawsuit. So pretty much here, this little bit right here is pretty much describing, at least to me, and I think the topic is head on here, that when you go and you apply to another man's business, when you apply yourself to what they're doing, how they're making money, and you follow what the CEO is doing, when you apply, you're applying to the CEO's power, his rule, his kingdom, right? And it's saying here that if that's what you're doing for gain, for you to be able to get a salary, for you to be able to buy this, pay for everything, for food, if that's what you want to do, then you're going to fall into a lawsuit, right? And here, because of current laws and everything like that, it's not really a lawsuit. This is saying a lawsuit, but what I'm saying is working for yourself keep you away from a lawsuit or bad negative energy. See what I'm saying? If you're not working for somebody, then you're in your own space. You're building a kingdom out of your own space, and it keeps you away from falling into trouble, because now you go under somebody else's kingdom. They have their own rules. They have the way they do things. They have a hierarchy set in place. They have their own infrastructure of business, and you need to learn these things. So you're putting yourself in a situation to find yourself breaking the law. Breaking the law. That's what this is for. You're more susceptible, more easy to find yourself breaking somebody's law, because you are applying yourself to their business for a little bit of gain. So it's just better to be an entrepreneur or to have your own thing. And this right here, which I want this channel to be to touch into, is that this taps into a lot of what a lot of dating coaches is talking about. Come here, get close. The topic of dating and what dating coaches are doing, having channels to making money, a lot of these topics are biblical principle. But what this society, this new norm of, even whether it's YouTube or whatever channel you have, all these dating channels, and just the environment that these channels and these videos and these TikTok reels and these topics have done, whatever they have done, they are coming from a place that's not biblical. So what this channel, what I will be doing is, I'm going to touch on you being on your purpose, just like any old dating coach, right? Being on your purpose, building your own kingdom, your own business, making your own money, doing the thing legit, not falling into lawsuits, breaking somebody else's law, your boss's law. A lot of y'all have jobs, right? Be on your purpose, build your own confidence, right? And prosper that way. This is a topic that the Bible talks about, bro. You cannot say the Bible and talk about it. I'm showing it to you right now. He that undertake and followeth other man's business for gain shall fall into lawsuits. It's telling you, don't even go work for nobody, bro. Build your own stuff. Work on your purpose. You lazy skunk. Right? So that's one question. Another question. Ever wonder why saving money just seems to be the right thing? And this is another topic that dating coaches is talking about, right? Having 6 to 12 months of money or funds stashed away for a rainy day. It just naturally seems to be the right thing, that men will grow past sometimes not even 10 years old. Men are known for starting candy business in school, or what? For me, it was washing cars. I'm a car enthusiast, big car enthusiast. So I started washing cars at 6, 7 years old, 8 years old. My father taught me to do this, and he would give me money so that I could go get candy, right? Or he would pay me. So I learned at an early stage to work for my money, and then eventually I learned if I want to get those shoes that my crush at the school likes, I need to be able to buy the shoes. So I need to save my money. I'm getting money, but I need to save it. And luckily, not even luckily, well, this topic sparingly, should I say, the Bible do talk about it in the same chapter here. Let's go to verse 10, right? And yeah, having a safety net is something that a lot of data coaches talk about. Here in this channel, I'm going to give you a little nugget. I'm going to set y'all right. I'm going to do y'all right by showing y'all where it is in the Bible, right? In the scriptures, and why you ought to believe it. You might not want to believe it, but you should believe it. So it says here, lose thy money for thy brother and thy friend, and let it not rust under a stone to be lost. So it's saying here, okay, have fun with your money, man. Enjoy your youth. You know, if you have a lot of money, be sure to spend it. Don't let it pick up rust or under a stone and then to be lost. Don't let, you die and you're a millionaire, you die and left all this money behind. And there's things that you could have did to enjoy your life, right? And it's saying here, lay up thy treasure according to the commandments of the Most High, and it shall bring thee more profit than gold, right? Then it say here, which is where we want to be at, shut up alms in thy storehouses, and it shall deliver thee from all affliction. All affliction. Save money, and it's going to give you even more details. Save your money. Have 6 to 12 months stash away, so that if you lose your job or something goes wrong, you got money to pay for things. You can eat. You can put gas in your car. You can go out on a date. You can make moves. You see what I'm saying? But this is in scriptures. Look, it says, it goes even further. It says, when you shut up the alms in your storehouse, and it deliver you from affliction, it shall fight for thee against thine enemies, better than a mighty shield and strong spear. So it's telling you, when you save your money, when you're smart about your money and you save it, it's not only going to deliver you from all your issues or some major afflictions, but it's going to fight for you. It's going to create a name for you, allow people to respect you a certain way, better than a mighty shield or a strong spear. So this is the details that people don't think that's in the scriptures, because look, this book is called Sirach, right? Ecclesiasticus, right? Another word for Ecclesiasticus is Sirach. In some Bibles, it's called Sirach. But this right here is not considered inspired scripture. So, quote unquote, the man who has published these books, Bible, I'm not going to call him, give him a color. I'm just going to say the person who published all these books and made sure it got all across the world, they made sure to, after 1611, they took this book out. So you can't find this in the Bible no more. But then look at the kind of information it's giving you here. You see how somebody don't want you to succeed? Whoever published the Bible across the whole world, which we're going to talk about across the whole earth, he took out a book that has this in it, right? And then tells you Don't go read that. That's uninspired. Forget my language, but this is some inspired ish. You need this in your life. As a man growing up, you need somebody to tell you, save up your money, bro. Put up 6 to 12 months up. You need somebody to tell you this. But you'd rather go hear from another person, a dating coach, when the Most High is telling you all these little nuggets here. And I'm going to give it to you. There's a reason why I'm walking on pearls in the beginning of the video, bro. These are pearls right here, bro. Right? And then look, it says, okay, boom, boom, boom. Okay, so yeah. So it gives you extra detail on what it is. But look, so the scripture is giving you 3 different topics. How you end up just naturally respecting and honoring your parents. For some people, they hate their parents. Just saying. But I wanted to touch as many people as possible. That's a topic. Some people have beautiful relationships with their mother, beautiful relationships with their father. May not be everybody, but everybody should have it. And the scriptures talk about it. All right. So that's a topic that if I was, having issues with my parents on respecting them, because that's the situation for a lot of people in this earth, in this earth at this time right now. People don't respect their parents. And one good reason could be because they're old school. They don't understand the new school. And another reason is because you're becoming your own person too. You have your own attitudes. You have your own things that you would like to do that they're not agreeing with. Your own fun. See, they have fun back in their day, but they kind of, because of your parents, they kind of now don't want you to have fun. And so you're like, no, I'm going to have fun. What do you mean? And you kind of remind them sometimes, you remember, the issues you had, mom or dad, the things you did. All right, so then chill. Let me do this. And so you bicker, you go back and forth. And the Bible gives you topic. Honor, respect them. If they say don't do it, if you're under their roof, don't do it. You might not like it, but just don't do it. Why? Because your life going to be good in the land. You're going to be good. You're going to be taken care of. And if it's the other way around, if they're giving you bad stuff to not do, and you're doing it, and just like, I shouldn't respect them. I should. And they then all of a sudden abandon you. And I have personal experience with that. Love people that you say, I'm going to love in your heart. You do right by them, and they abandon you. And he says, the Most High says, don't worry, I'll take you in. I'll take you in. Because he is our parents. He referred to us as his children, right? His son. He has a son in which we amplify, and we become like his son, and then he adopt us. The book of Romans said that the adoption, it talks about the adoption and how we are adopted into the kingdom and adopted to the Messiah, right? So now that the Bible show you that why you ought to believe it, now I'm going to give you why you ought to believe that the earth is flat. I'm going to smack you in your face. Bah! You ought to believe that. And I'm going to give you reason, right? Let's see here. And I'm just going, yeah. And, I understand one thing, that this is not for everybody, man. This is not for everybody. And I'm going to show you why, too. I'm going to show you why. Let's go to Proverbs 25:1. Right. These are the Proverbs of Solomon, which the man of Hezekiah, King of Judah, copied out. So this is scriptures. It is the glory of the Most High to conceal a thing, but the honor of kings is to search out a matter. So this scripture here is telling you that, hey, listen, this is not for everybody. Not everybody are kings. You see what I'm saying? But one thing is you can bet is the Most High is going to hide things. And if you show up to be a king, then a job for you is to go search it out, what he set out, right? So I understand that not everybody's going to believe in flat earth. I'm just telling you a reason as to why you should. Because if the Bible can talk about those sensitive topics, about saving money, and money is an important subject to everybody that's an adult, then you ought to believe also what the Bible says about the flat earth. If it's really flat, or is it round? And for this channel, that topic is going to pretty much set out a foundation of things that we're going to talk about. So in a nutshell, what I'm saying is, if you can't stomach that the earth is flat, if you're going to be bickering, it's not for you, right? You're not a king. You're not searching things out for yourself. Because if you're searching it for yourself, you're going to go to the scriptures and find out what the scripture says about flat earth. And here we go. I'm going to speed this up so we can make the video smaller. Yeah, hopefully it's enjoyable. You learn something. You're encouraged. But yeah, let's go to, we can go to Isaiah 40:20. Let's go to Isaiah 40:20. And I'm going to be light. I'm going to be really light. It's going to be my first video. It's going good. I'm liking it. And we're going to work on a lot of different things as well as we go. We're going to make it, going to organize things a little bit better. But this is just like a trial, episode 1, why you ought to believe in a flat earth. So it's saying here, he that is so impoverished that he hath no oblation chooseth a tree that will not rot. Oh, wait a minute. Got the wrong thing here. Yeah, 40:20. Wait. 22. Sorry. 22. I apologize. 22. Let's go to. All right. So saying, it is he that sitteth upon the circle of the earth. So the scripture is telling us that the Most High sits upon a circle, and that circle is the earth. So how can you get somebody sitting on a circle? So they sitting on a circle. Okay, this is my my analogy here. So the person is sitting upon a circle. So this is the person, their kingdom, whatever they have. They sitting on a circle. How can they sit on a circle while we believe that the earth is round? It's a ball. A circle might look like a ball, but it's not a ball. So it's telling you here that there is a circle. That the earth is literally a circle, a lot like this, right? Circle. And the inhabitants thereof are as grasshoppers. So it's telling you that this circle is so big that, you see the droplets in there? Those are, let's say, those are like the people, grasshoppers. We're going to just relate grasshoppers. I'm trying to make this a good analogy here. The circle is so big that the inhabitants, the people who go back and forth on it, they're like grasshoppers. And it's he that stretches out the heavens as a curtain and spread them out as a tent to dwell in. So it's giving you the analogy of a tent. I don't know if anybody know what a tent is. I would assume you know what a tent is. But this is a tent on Amazon. 2-person camping tent. And it has a floor. Let's see if we can find the floor. It has a floor, right? Bottom shelf. And then you obviously occupy what's inside, right? You're in there with your family. It's warm. It's 360. Right? So it's giving you an analogy here of a tent. He stretched it out like a tent. Doesn't this look more like the bottom of a tent? Flat, something flat, right? So that's one verse, right? And we can give you many, but we're gonna give you a few, just a few. Let's go to Psalm 104:5. Right? Saying it's obviously talking about the Most High, right? It's saying it is He who laid the foundations of the earth, that it should not be removed forever. So not only is the earth not round, but it's a tent. It's a tent that has foundations, like pillars. So the earth is a tent that sit upon pillars, something like this right here, right? I'm trying to find good pictures here. Find a good picture. I'm just gonna say that it's sitting on pillars, right? So that's what the earth is, at least according to Psalm 104. And it should not be removed forever. So I don't know if anybody know what forever means, but this ain't never going. It's not never going to be removed. The earth will always have pillars. It's always going to be where it's at, and it's going to be always be what it is. It might get refurbished. Wink, wink. It's going to get refurbished, but it's going to be the same way it is, because it shall not be removed forever. It ain't going to get removed. So for a lot of people who are Adventists who believe, oh, we're going to be raptured, we're going to heaven, we're going to live there forever. No, you're going to be on the earth, and it's going to look how the earth look, but it's going to get refurbished, but you're going to be here. But earth ain't going nowhere. It's not going to be removed forever, right? Let's go to another one, man. I like this. Let's go to another one. It's giving you a clear picture. First Chronicles 16:30. Pretty clear here. Right? Fear before him all the earth. The world also shall be stable, that it be not moved. So the whole earth will one day fear the Most High. And it's giving you a description of what the world is. The world also shall be stable, that it be not moved. So it's on pillars. Right? It's another one. We got another one here. 1 Samuel 2:8. And I'm gonna try to go fast, but it's gotta hit, man. It's gotta hit you. He raiseth up the poor out of the dust, and lifted up the beggar from the dunghill, to set them among princes. Most High, set me amongst princes, yeah. And to make them inherit the throne of glory. For the pillars of the earth are the Most High's, and He hath set the world upon them. Just giving you more information here. It's saying not only is the earth flat and a circle that I sit on top of, but it's like a tent. It's like a dome. It's like a tent. And not only that, but there's pillars under it. And these pillars ain't going nowhere. And it's going to be like this forever. Right? But then he go ahead and tell you it's him that set it upon, that put the world upon these pillars. It's him that did that. He put it on the pillars. And I wonder what the pillars are connected to, right? So he's sitting on top of it. He's inside of the tent, controlling everything that goes in there. This is why he's omnipotent. He's omniscient. He's all knowing. He's everywhere, and he's the strongest because he's on top of it. He's inside of it. He has put it on the pillars, and the pillars. He put the pillars in something. Let's go find out what the pillars are stable in. Let's go find out. go to Psalms. And I need to bookmark this, man. I need to bookmark this. 75:3. Let's see. The earth and all the inhabitants thereof are dissolved. I bear up the pillars of it. I'm about to get up and I'm about to run that way. And I'm going to come back and you're going to see me running back that way. Because it just amazed me, man, how much description there is in the scriptures, bro. And people just would rather not read it. And it tells me that it's a spirit thing. It's not a mental thing. It's a spirit thing. We just don't have the zeal to just go grab this knowledge, go get the nugget, go get the pearl. We don't have the zeal to go do it. And for me, I didn't used to always have what? I was born, raised Adventist, and it's probably about 15 years ago that I went and got the pearls. And I was like, the zeal came in me because of some things that had happened in my life around that time. But these nuggets are for you to go grab it. So he sits upon the earth. He sits upon the earth. The earth is a circle. It looks like a tent. He's inside of the tent, controlling everything. Even Hasatan, even the devil think he runs things. He doesn't really run things, right? So he's inside of it. He placed it upon the pillars. And here he's telling you that it's him that bears up the pillars. So he's under the pillars as well, holding the pillars up. That just shows you, and I'm about to draw a picture in your mind of how powerful the Most High is. That he's so powerful that everything that you know that exists right now not only is upon pillars that he created himself, and these pillars are humongous, by the way. Humongous, and there's more descriptions on the pillars, but nonetheless, humongous. A pillar could be the size of United States times 1,000,000 going down, right? Huge, big pillars, right? And I think there's 4 of them because there's 4 corners of the earth, right? But these big pillars are bared up in him. So let's go back to the picture here of pillars. So this would be the pillars. Let's go to it. Let's see if we can go to the picture here. Okay, now maybe we shouldn't have done that. Okay, so here goes your imagination, your reality, right? It's on top here. The wood that's set up, all organized, everything like that. The AC pump is going through. You're getting good AC at the house, right? This is your on top here. Let me see if I can open. Let's open image in new tab. All right, boom. So just the image. Let's see if we can enlarge it here. That would be best quality. But look, this is your reality up here. That you can get on an airplane and fly over to Russia, go to China, all in the same day because you got a jet. This is your reality that you think you're the boss. I can fly my jet across the world in less than 24 hours, right? This is your reality up here. You are either extremely poor and think you're worth not a dime to nobody. Nobody loves you, right? Or everybody loves you. You're a celebrity. You can get people to kill somebody at a drop of a dime at your call, right? You're a gangster, whatever. This is your reality up here. Well, your reality is under him, and he is in your reality. And then he also has set pillars so that your reality can remain alive for as long as you live. And then not only that, those pillars are bared up by him. So he is the ground. He is the thing that these pillars sit inside of. He bears them up. And I'm not lying. This is scriptures. I bear up the pillars of it. Selah. It's crazy, right? But this makes sense. And you'd be a fool not to believe it. Makes sense. And you'd be a fool not to believe it. Let's go to Psalm 147. I'm going to see what Psalm 147 says, because what we just finished talking about is crazy, man. It's crazy. Let's go to verse 19. We'll do 19 and 20. It says here, he sheweth his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. And look at verse 20. He hath not dealt so with any nation. And as for his judgments, they have not known them. Praise ye the Most High. The stuff we're going to be talking about on this channel is not for everybody. Give you this disclaimer right now. It's the first video. It's going to set the standard, right? It's not for everybody. It's for kings. Now here it's telling you that he showeth his word unto Jacob. If you've been living under the pillar, under a rock for some time, this word Jacob is referred to Israel. Obviously, it's telling you his statutes and judgments unto Israel. There is a term called what's the term? I forgot how the term goes, but it's pretty much saying that there are certain knowledge that is current. It's called relevant knowledge, something like that. It's not, the word is not coming on mind, but pretty much what it's saying is that the knowledge that was 100 years ago is not the same. What we all knew and considered common 100 years ago on this earth, it's not common today, right? So, for example, 100 years ago, transportation were only horses or carriages, or let me put it like this: transportation 100 years ago was maybe just starting to become engine, right? Engine was one cylinder or something like that. And maybe gas still, not 100% sure, but neither here did. Transportation is not the same as it was 100 years ago. Now you can get on a train that can go 120 miles per hour and get you from a city to a city in like 20 minutes, far from each other, 20 minutes. Engines now come with more horsepower than they ever have. They are faster, right? They are faster. They're bigger, more spacious. They are lighter. They are wider. Cars are now more faster and advanced than they've been within the last 50 years, right? So common knowledge back then is not common today. And what I'm telling you here is that certain things, not everybody gonna see them. And what's common right now, not everybody is thinking they're common. Why? Because as we read in Proverbs, that the Most High concealeth a thing, and it is for kings to get up and go search it. So what I'm saying is Israel they're people, they're black people. Common knowledge right now is saying that Israel is black people, particularly those who are from the ancestry of slaves that came on slave ships to the Americas, including the islands, South America, Middle America, North America, and the islands. They're Israel. They're Hebrews, right? And they are the kings that are going to get up and go search it, right? Which is why I'm here. And I want to give you the nuggets, and I want to give you the pearls. I'm gonna give them to you. It's the Most High he's been good to me. So with that being said, man, appreciate y'all coming through, and hope you're blessed, man. I hope everything is dope. Trying to figure things out here. Let me at the stage. Let me do this. We can close this. Hope you like what this is about, man. It's gonna be more. It's gonna be many more episodes, but in the next video, I'm probably gonna just break down a little bit as to why this channel is going to be a little bit more different than other channels, and just the things we talk about is going to be a little different. But the goal for this episode is that you're a little bit more encouraged to just read the scripture, man, and knowing that there's a lot in there, and you ought to believe all of it, including the flat earth, and that your reality right now, your mentality right now, within the last 20 years, or as long as you've been alive, your reality, your mentality, the dynamics of things and how everything operate in your brain is not what it seems to be. And that you need to realign it. If you want to be successful, if you want to have a spiritual life, you need to, you better realign it according to scriptures. You better realign it. You need to shift it. They are calling it, common knowledge right now is calling it a paradigm shift. A paradigm is a construction, kind of a construction that's built upon a foundation. That foundation is your paradigm. You need a paradigm shift. Because probably some of y'all still that would try to debunk as to why the earth is not flat. But yeah, man, all the best. Stay strong. And we will see you in the next episode.